Large scale structure of universe. The Quran, part 1. Science has moved to a great distance, but yet we do not know the large scale structure of the universe. The universe is so huge that even with most modern telescopes, the end could not be found out in any direction. As well as there is no reliable way to measure the distance of a galaxy. Therefore, an accurate map of the universe could not be made by the astronomers. The Quran says that the universe is finite and it is organized in 7 skies. I will discuss it scientifically. It should give out the largest scale structure of the universe. I will discuss what the Quran means by the word samawat or skies, and whether anything is discovered in that line or not. Before I go into the discussion, here is some basic knowledge. We live in Milky Way galaxy. There are 200 billion stars in the Milky Way galaxy system. From edge to edge, the galaxy extends 1 million light years. Our solar system is located in Orion Arm. Width of the Milky Way galaxy at the center is 10,000 light years approximately, and at the edge it is 2000 light years approximately. In 1920s, Edwin Hubble discovers Milky Way is not only galaxy in the universe. There are in fact many others. Now astronomers finds there are about 7 trillion dwarf galaxies and 350 billion large galaxies in the visible universe. Hubble classified the galaxies into 4 types. Those are spiral galaxies, bird spiral galaxies, elliptical galaxies, and irregular galaxies. Here are some pictures of galaxies. Concentration of galaxies. Galaxies show distinct tendency to be collected into groups, clusters, superclusters, whorls, and filaments. First, I will discuss group. About 50 galaxies make a group. The group in which our Milky Way galaxy is located is named local group. There are about 46 large and small galaxies in the local group. From edge to edge, local group measures 3 million light years. Next, clusters. They are also collections of galaxies held together by mutual gravitational attraction. They contain 50 to 1000 galaxies. They have total masses of 10 to the power 14 to 10 to the power 15 solar masses. They typically have a diameter from 2 to 10 megaparsec. This is cluster Abell 2151, approximately 100 galaxies at about 650 million light years away. This is cluster Fornax, about 58 galaxies within 100 million light years. Then superclusters. Groups, clusters, and isolated galaxies form superclusters. This is supercluster Westerlund 1. This is supercluster Virgo. Then whorl. Whorls are largest known structures extending millions of light years. This is whorl CFA2 Great Whorl. Its length is 500 million light years with 300 million light years. Thickness 15 million light years. Its distance from the Earth is 200 million light years. This is Great Whorl, the same CFA2 Great Whorl. This is Perseus Piscis Whorl. This is Sculptor Wall. This is Swan Great Wall. The largest known structure discovered so far. It extends 1.37 billion light years. It is at a distance of 1 billion light years. Exact extent of Swan Great Wall is in controversy. It may extend further. Then filaments. Filaments are thread-like structures as long as 300 to 900 million light years, formed due to gravitationally bound galaxies. In average, 15 to 20 million light years of thickness. These are filaments. Voids. Between the filamentary superclusters, there are huge voids with very few galaxies. Voids are typically 150 million light years across. These are voids. Great Attractor. An immensely powerful gravitational anomaly appears in the direction of Centaurus at a distance of about 65 megaparsec from the Earth. All matters out to a distance of about 80 megaparsec, that is about 250 million light year, are flowing toward the Great Attractor on the order of 600 km per second. This large scale streaming motion is superimposed on Hubble's flow. It seems a space around the Great Attractor at a radius of 250 million light years is carved down to the Great Attractor. So far I have discussed group, cluster, supercluster, wall, filament and void. Now I will discuss Quran's view of the universe. Samawat means skies. There are 7 skies. These 7 skies in combination makes the universe. Therefore, in the Quran, Samawat or skies means universe. Then Samawat al-Ard means skies and lands, also means the universe. Then what Samau means sky, single sky. Initial universe was not organized in 7 skies. When Quran talks about initial universe, it uses this word, Samau. The word is also used to indicate the end state of the universe, when the universe will be contracted and all the skies will be merged into one sky. The Quran's view about the sky is scientific. It means layers of space that is expanding. Do not the unbelievers see that the skies and the lands were joined together before we clove them asunder? Al-Quran. So the Quran says the skies or the universe started from a state of unity when it was very small. With power and skill did we construct the skies, for it is we who cause it to expand. Al-Quran. From that teeny state of unity, the skies or universe has expanded to a huge size. So, by the word skies, the Quran does not mean something fixed. It means layers of space that is expanding. These expanding layers of the space in totality makes the universe. There are other verses that indicates that the Samawat or skies are layers of space. The Quran has not changed. It is exactly as it was revealed. Therefore, being the word of God, it must be 100% perfect. And Quran is not a poetry. By talking one thing, it does not mean another thing. It has to be understood as it is. We have not instructed the Prophet in poetry, nor is it meet for him. This is no less than a message and a Quran making things clear. Al-Quran. In the Quran, we find birds fly in the sky or samao. Do they not look at the birds held poised in the midst of the sky? Nothing holds them up but Allah. Verily in these are signs for those who believe. Al-Quran. So, any level that is higher than the ground is a part of sky. By the word samau or samawat, the Quran does not mean heaven or firmament. It means sky where the birds fly. No Englishman will say birds fly in the heaven or firmament. They say birds fly in the sky. Therefore, in the Quran, word samau or samawat means sky or skies. In other words, it is space. Our feet is on the land and rest of the body is in the sky. Now birds fly all around the earth. Therefore, planet Earth itself is an object in the sky or a space. Where we are. And built over you the seven skies. Al-Quran. Therefore, a man standing in the north has seven skies over his head. A man standing in the south has seven skies over his head. A man standing in the west has seven skies over his head. And a man standing in the east has seven skies over his head. Then, as the earth is round, the sky should be seven spherical layers of space. And we live in the innermost sky, that is also called first sky. Big Bang produced smoke. Moreover, he put his attention to the sky, and it had been smoke. He said to it and to the land, Come ye together, willingly or unwillingly. They said, We do come in willing obedience. Al-Quran. So he completed them as seven skies in 2 days. Al-Quran. The space was divided or carved or waved in seven layers. These seven layers of space are seven skies. Then as the skies expanded, gas concentrated into huge clouds. Each cloud of gas turned into a galaxy by the same smoke. This presentation ends in part 2. Please visit large scale structure of the universe in the Quran, part 2. Thank you.